What's up? We're doing part 29. Oh, there. So whenever this window pops up, that means there was an update. So we will need to read. Okay, some changes to how crit damage is added. Some Nitar stuff. Various corrections to bonus descriptions. Okay. Dreamer set tool to... Oh, okay, because Dreamer is this high-level set that gives you a shell while it's equipped, and it's like the shell is on for 10 seconds, and then it's off for 5 seconds. Added Wraith Armor first prototype. Food Immunity Augment. Spacesuit Backpack now is based on tooltip. Some of this stuff I don't even understand. Lab directories are available a tool earlier. The request is obtained at the science outpost as well as on pickup. Well, this is convenient if I would have not had a lab directory already. Slime liquid now unlocks as craftable by picking up slime liquid. Ooh. There were a bunch of weapons that ignored armor. Quietus weapons no longer have armor-piercing bullets that decimate NPCs. A lot of... Mythos will no longer stun for 220 seconds. That was a derp. Cultist lair and cultist ships have more cultist types to fill them. Should make both the lair and the ship be far more interesting to encounter. Cultist lairs have snipers and rocket soldiers. Okay, so some changes to cultist lairs. Okay, they made the Baron's Keep always grant the vanilla rewards. Cultist archers in the glitch mission no longer use the boring vanilla hunting bow. Wider variety of Frackin bows and crossbows. Okay, that's cool. Some typos. Alright. So, not a lot. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of work, but as far as the gameplay goes, it doesn't seem that there's anything super significant. Just some really minor adjustments. So, where I was last time... Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I had let this sit for a long time yesterday in the hopes that my sifting stuff would get finished, or at least close to finished. We still have almost 6,000 moon dust. And, hey, Pineapple. It's my understanding that one block is sifted every second, so 6,000 means that, what, 6,000 seconds is 600 minutes? No, 6,000 seconds is 100 minutes. So it's almost 2 hours just to sift 6,000 moon dust. So, if that's not clear, what that means is I pretty desperately need to start creating some higher level sifters so that they function a little bit quicker, because these are pretty slow. And the real reason I wanted to do all that was so that I could make some of these rooms. So, like, this is one of the ones I need. And I can show you. I sketched out what I'm going to want this space station to look like right here. So, I found this really neat website that lets you sketch it out, and that helped too. It doesn't have all of the rooms that Frackin Universe adds. As an example, Frackin Universe adds these greenhouse rooms, and it adds... residential rooms, which do not exist in the vanilla game. Same with the residential shafts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these two large cores kind of like this right next to each other, and then all around them there's essentially going to be these other smaller rooms. And I think that that will give me plenty of space to work with, in addition to giving me enough modular opportunities to expand. So boom, we do another large core. And then down here is another residential shaft. And then up top, we do another residential shaft. And that's basically going to kaput me on titanium. So I can't do another residential shaft. So that's helpful at least. Oh, I clicked on something. I don't know what I did there. Let me try to figure this out. What did I press? I pressed something. Oh, okay, I see what I did. Is this gonna work? Moved my face. Okay. My mouse must have spazzed out and clicked me onto a different, like a different game. Like made it as if I was playing a different game. The reason I'm not playing any music in the background is because there's been some serious hubbub recently about Twitch removing clips that have any copyrighted music in them. So that's going to be really unfortunate going forward, not being able to really play music in the background. So I'm going to play it safe and just rely on the music that's in game. And we'll hope that that's good enough. Also, I think what I'm going to do in this video, I've spent some time on my base. I've got that pretty much planned out. One thing I really need to do, though, is I need to do some of these missions. I have not done any of the dungeons, and I am going to be way over leveled for them. So, kind of dumb of me, but like, I still haven't even done this. And this is like the very, I guess it's technically the second dungeon, but it's the very first required story dungeon. I'm hungry. No, can't go there. Cool. No. Is there anything over here? No. So the damage that I take is almost irrelevant because I have a shield that has like some massive amount of capacity. Bio readings show life signs. Unfortunately, 97% are hostile. So I actually really like the Starbound dungeons, generally speaking. Predatory head. Wow, that makes me look so angry compared to the horse head. I also got this. That looks really not good at all. Usually when I get those types of items, I just get rid of them. I just thought the horse head was ridiculous. Because, I mean, I'm actually a robot. So, I'm a robot, but I'm wearing a horse head. I think it looks pretty silly. I used to read all of those codexes when I got them. I no longer do that. It really doesn't do a lot of damage, but they're resistant to poison, so it seems like the poison spear that I have is particularly ineffective, generally. But I guess not. It seems okay. I mean, again, I'm like way super ridiculously over-leveled for this. Like, I think this is considered, just to give some sort of comparison, I think this is considered a tier 2 mission, and I've been doing tier 7 planets. There's Nuru. And they mostly die. What a feisty Florin. It's evident that the Florins are after something of grave cultural significance. Dude, stop jumping around. Evidence indicates these entities are not yet fully mature. Likelihood they're only freshly hatched. You appear to have stumbled onto a nest. Nothing there. Let's pop that open. Oh, I got the figurine. I'm too big to go in there. I wonder if there's actually anything in those areas, though. Like, I suppose it's possible, but I have to have the next upgrade of this to make yourself really small. Yeah, would be interesting to come back when I finally get those. So, if I go relatively quick, I should be able to get through 4 or 5 dungeons in an hour. Maybe 4. Oops. Oh, and now these guys are angry? What did I ever do to you? I think this is the wrong way anyways. We will ignore it. This substance is organic. Can't believe you made it this far. It took me like 2 minutes to get here. But now you're stuck. The phrase slow clap springs to mind. Here, I can open that. I think we're close now. I hope you've worked up an appetite. Yeah, that just reminds me that I'm hungry. Whoop. That is not what I meant to do. Yeah, you can tell this is low level because all of the containers have just trash in them. Whoops. And then we'll open that up. I like how my guys don't help me at all. That's really cool. I do have a gun. It is a grenade launcher called Skittles. And it launches a random grenade. Or 7. There, we got that guy. And we got that guy. Oh, and there's Nuru. We'll get this stuff because it's a bunch of seeds. There's that living in fear. The beasts are everywhere. There's nowhere to run. Yeah. We'll take that because I can sell it. And actually it was only worth 250, so really not even worth my time. Anything up here? Nope. Get some more seeds. Open the trapdoor, and this means it's the boss, so we are at the boss. And I'm hoping this goes quickly. This is much bigger than last year's prey. Finally, a proper challenge. It's this thing. The Ixodoom. Yeah, so one shot. Donkey, ah-ha-ha, Greg. I can do rapid fire mode with this, like that. And we'll wait till it pops down again. No? Okay, there. Like so. And that's it? Yeah. It got very dead. It's like a giant spider. Alright, what do we get from it? I learned how to craft NPC Aquitas. Aquitas? The second is better. Plus 30% max health for every Aquitas or Veritas equipped in the party nearby. A chance to absorb enemy proj and convert them to energy. That's actually really good. I would want that at a higher tier, though. Fubar Big Boom Blaster for all your big boom blasting needs. I have another one of those. Got the Doughboy Big Boom Blaster. This is the Fubar Big Boom Blaster. So that was that. That took like 10 minutes. And then we go over here and what? Sacred Hunt is over. Sacred Bone is yours. Blah, blah, blah. That was the most fun I've had in ages. It felt good to have someone around who can hold their own. In fact, congratulations. I've just decided your trophy comes with one free Nuru. Yeah, she joins our group. Then we get our reward chests. And the Ixodoom on analysis. Must be 200 years old. Biggest Ixodoom. Oh, whatever. 1,000 pixels, which is convenient. Some tier 3 gear. So I guess if you're doing this at the level you're supposed to actually do it, you're getting some reasonable gear to upgrade yourself with. And 20 Durasteel. So we go back to the Ark. We talk to Esther. Now, the reason this is already open, this is actually like the very last thing you do in the game, but since I did it on one of my previous characters, this is still open. So we're basically just going to pretend that I haven't done that yet. Yeah, the Bone Trophy is actually a really good augment. Electric and Ice Resist, immunity to Electrified, and then it gives you 15% more health and energy. And that's a really big deal, like when you have 200 health, multiplying that by 1.15 is an extra 30 health. So she's all like... Now I have to do Hylatl. And the way these missions work is you have to basically do this and scan a bunch of items with your little scanner, and they show up green when you, yeah, like this. They show up green when it's actually for the quest. So if you, well, you can't see my finger, but if you watch right up here, I'll get a little bit of this bar filled up. And that's it. That is all that happens. So once this fills up, then the idea here is I'm like finding clues so that this woman, Esther, can determine where the next mission is, essentially, by scanning different things that are related to that clues that are related to that race, because there's one artifact for each race, and I have to find all of them. This is just a mission to basically kill a guy. I do not remember this one. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't remember this fight at all. This has got to be new. So this dude has like an overshield, and then you have to bust up the overshield to do any damage to him, but then his shield has to completely recharge. That's a weird mechanic. Three experience orbs. Okay. So now, lore unlocked, hardened masteroid. This must be a change in Frackin universe, because I do not remember fighting this at all. This is a very, very different fight from what I remember. Fabrica, thank you very much for the subscription. I'll be playing Starbound a heck of a lot this coming week, as much as I can, at least. If this is content you enjoy, I've got a playlist on YouTube of my entire playthrough so far. So that's just on my channel. It's 29 1-hour videos. Otherwise, just thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the sub. Jeez, this thing, it feels like it has a lot of health. I don't really know. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Also, I think one of my followers died. Maybe it's immune to poison. Stuck using Skittles. Found this a while ago in one of my... Oh, yeah, you were here about a week ago. You were wondering, about my mod list. Yeah, the mod is great. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Man, that was a actually really long fight. What I want to do is... You bought the game? Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it. I've been having a ton of fun. Oh, don't worry about your English. I can totally understand you. Don't feel bad at all. What do I want? Oh yeah, codex. We actually want the lore. Wow, there are all these codexes that I can't even look at. Oh, I think it's, yeah, is it a collection? It unlocked some... I don't know. Well, if you have any questions about anything that I say or anything that's going on in the game, feel free to ask. Don't feel bad. I don't know if you've read down a little bit, but I'm a teacher, so I'm used to having to explain things. I don't want you to feel bad about that. Okay, so that was that. Actually, I did not mean to do that. I want to go back to the arc really quick and just see if Nuru has another quest for me. It appears that she does. The Trio of Gladiators. So we'll see if this is modified as well. It does not appear that it is. I only like this gun because it's so interesting. Like, every time you fire it, it's different. And it says stuff. Donkey, Greg, Rainbow. Donkey, Greg, Donkey. Greg, Rainbow. Greg, pfft. Rainbow, Donkey. Grego, Greg. Grega, Rainbow, Rainbow. Greg, Donkey. Like, it's so bizarre. Let's get ya. Alright. We done, son. Pretty easy. But this is what happens when you're way over geared. Okay, and then I cannot do another one. Then I think that means what we're going to do is we're just going to do some more of these side quest dungeons. I'm going to go through them as quickly as I can. Oh. Masteroids are a great source of this metal. You can now craft meteoric metal bars in the furnace and the Aegis broadsword in your anvil. So he wants me to make the prismatic Aegis. You may be able to upgrade it. Okay. I have 3 crew members. I don't know what any of these mean, and I'm not going to screw with it. We're going to just do, I think, Verdant Ruins should be easy. The one thing that's frustrating about this one, because I've done this mission before, it's very vertical, so it's really easy to like fall and die. And that has happened to me a number of times. So I actually think that with the Precursor Hookshot, this is going to be a piece of cake, and I think I might be able to skip a huge portion of the actual dungeon, simply because I'm going to be able to ignore a lot of the... See, like I can just do this sort of thing. I should be able to ignore a lot of what is actually difficult. So see, normally I have to get a door open to come up here, but I did not need to, because I have the hookshot. And then this is one of these parts that's really irritating. Yep. We need that to come back down. There it is. So, yep, you have to press it and then you have to jump back on. And then what is really annoying, I found that you basically want to be up in the air on this as much as possible because you randomly fall through a lot. So I think I just trivialized the entire dungeon because I think this is like the boss fight. And you just fight a bunch of waves of enemies. There's something odd about this ground. Yeah, so now we go here, and it starts spawning some enemies. Normally, I would definitely not want to trivialize a dungeon like this, but I'm so, like, I'm way above the difficulty of this dungeon. Again, like, this is a tier 2 dungeon, and I'm doing tier 7 stuff, right? Like, my spear is tier 7.4. I don't need... Yeah, look at how much damage I do to this thing. Boom. You know, it just doesn't feel, like, super worth it to not be trivializing the dungeon. Like, spending the time, my time is better spent elsewhere. Alright. Yeah, so here's the end. Very trivialized, yes. So you get some tier 3, tier 4 weapon, you get some stuff. Get the green finger medal. And then, yeah, like, the motivator. It's a carrot in front of your face. That's pretty ridiculous. And that's honestly not a lot of stuff, but that's it. That's what you get. So, that's the dungeon. Again, trivialized basically the entire thing. I think the first time I did that, that took me over an hour because I didn't really know where to go. But what's kind of unfortunate is that because all of the dungeons are static, once you learn the layout, you can trivialize it like that. So let's do the ancient temple. This should also be pretty easy. This is a tier 2. The reason I'm even doing this is because there are quests for like all of these. There are like, yeah, there's quests for all of these dungeons, and they're optional, of course, but the rewards are decent, and some of them I need to do for the science outpost. This gate is locked. I wonder if there's a way to open it. Could it perhaps be in the water that's down here? Some treasure chests. Some Borderlands shields. Darwinian turtle shield. Of course, the fish had 25 throwing daggers. That makes a lot of sense. And yep, that's the lever. So that will open that little hatch and should open the gate here. Good, good, good. Couple little pop-tops. These are some of my least favorite enemies in the game. Pop-tops. Music here is good. Got a bad feeling. That up. Ooh, this must be slime. Because I'm real slow. Got an easy out, though. I got this hook shot really early, and it's kind of just made so much of the game way too easy. Such a beautiful place. Flourishing under the desert. Such specialized ecosystems are always a joy to explore. More secret passages. Man, is this thing immune to poison as well? Guess we're stuck using my grenade launcher. Exceptional work. Yeah, there's a quest for that. Wait, what's up here? Oh, this is just another path I could have taken. Yeah. No, you're coming with me, broski. Don't need to do that at all. We'll just do that to get rid of the spiky spikes. And we'll kill the fish. And I believe that what you have to do here is, yep, there are some of these that need to be pulled. I don't remember if there's 2 or 3. Yeah, I think that's it. Boom. Nada. Oh, it's like a light. Okay. Oh wait, I actually need to scan Hilotl stuff, not avian stuff. What is this going to be? Anything? No! Nothing. 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 It's a ripoff. The tomb has already been raided. Bogus. Yeah, every once in a while that happens. There's a person inside. Okay, well I can't recruit them to my ship, which would be convenient, because I don't have one of them yet. I think this is the avatar of Cluex or something. Pretty straightforward, and that's the end. And you'll notice I did not unlock any of these additional doors, which give you extra treasure. But again, I just didn't care. I just wanted to get through it. The murder manipulator. And that's closed. Yeah, wow, I literally got the bare minimum completed for that one. But that's one of the things I like about the mod added dungeons, is they give you this opportunity to, you know, if you want, you can just zoom through it like I did to complete it, or you can take your time and get essentially quadruple the rewards for doing it. We'll also do Away in a Longboat. This is a tier 3. I'm assuming... Oh. I was going to say, I'm assuming these are all empty. They are not. I really don't need rope, though. Okay. I wonder if that actually did anything. Alright, I could turn this one's shield. Let's see if it opened up something up here. I honestly don't know. Oh, there's a little button. I Wonder what that's gonna do. Oh, so you can't. Oh, yeah, okay, so you can't actually get up there. Okay. We can pick those. Convenient. Anything down here? Nope. Unless, nope. And then, I believe, we pretty much have to start fighting stuff. I know this one isn't very difficult, but I don't remember it very much. Does the bridge explode? Yeah, the bridge explodes. Not that it really matters. We don't need the bridge. Chest, convenient. Okay, you just like fall out of nowhere, that's cool. I also think not falling down when the bridge explodes lets you skip a lot of the dungeon as well. But I don't really remember. I still don't think it's a big deal. This is a tier 3 dungeon. Still got tier 7 gear. A treasure chest with nothing. So you can't actually get through here. I mean, I guess you can if you do this. Ah, look at that little sneaky. Pull the sneaky on him. There we go. It's in there, and then I'll just take a little bit of damage that way. Oh, never mind. How can I do this? Crap. Did I trap myself? What can I do here? What can I do here? This sucks. So if I don't move, even though it says I'm taking 10 damage, okay. What can I do? Man, this is like very much not good. I rolled down here and now I like can't get back out because of the liquid. I can't jump. I can't get rid of these spikes. Man, ugh, that sucks so much. Well, there's nothing to be done about it. I think I just have to die. And then it'll beam me back up and I can go right back down. So, I'll have to bear in mind, apparently you're not supposed to be able to go that way. Kind of bogus that it's even an option. $12.34, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're gonna beeline it. I am going to do the little turn that and then go up here. I don't know if it's super relevant, but if it gives me an extra chest at the end for the 30 seconds of time it requires, I would say that that is probably worth. And then there's nothing else up here. Yup. Pick these again, because why not if they're going to let you. We have to lower or raise the portcullis. And we can easy game. You know what? I might even skip a lot of this. Right? Do I really need to kill out everything? Well, you got everything after me. It's a lot more efficient to kill them all at once. So we will not go down that way this time. We will, however, still get this chest. But I'm not dumb enough to go over there. No siree. I am smart. I'll take you as a warm-up for the monastery. No, you won't. You will do no such thing. Hoping to catch me with my socks off for ya. You guys got nothing. You dead, kid. That's from the ruins, so then this is basically the end, right? Yep, this is the boss fight. There. Hey, I did get one additional reward, so I think that was that area right at the beginning. But again, you can see there's a pretty significant option. You know, there's a margin to get a lot better rewards from this dungeon, which I appreciate. It encourages you to go back and investigate a little bit more. Boom. Done. So we got the Z relic. Get a little bit of ancient essence. Some capsules. No. Alright, would you look at that? that puts us at 55 minutes. I am going to get a little bit of something to eat, and then I'll be back. So I expect to be back in about half an hour. I'll stream for another hour or two today. So yeah, stick around. I think I'm going to be done with these dungeons. I'm going to spend a little bit more time resource gathering in this star system that I'm in. I just deployed my space station, the Leibniz, and I spent some time on this unknown planet, I think is what I did. Yeah, I was on the unknown planet, getting some just random resources. So I might head over to this. Oh, this is the unknown. I was on the shadow planet, yeah. So I might spend a little bit of time on the unknown planet. I might go to to these places. There's a lot of worlds that I've never been to in this system. I think it's populated entirely with planets that I have never ever, planet types that I have never ever visited. So there will be a lot of things to explore there. So, like I said, I'll be back in half an hour, and we'll start jumping into that stuff. See you then.